afternoon journalist for KRAZ TV. It's our book review. Well, it's crickets in the morning, and it's early morning here in Avalon Gardens, but look at the book, The Border. Now, I have a playlist at our channel called Our New Chiefs Are Strong Women. Well, this is about one of the incredible women that I have ever met through writing, that I have, oh, it's such a joy. It's called The Border by Erika Fatland. I hope I didn't butcher her name. She's also the author of Sovietistan, The Border, a journey around Russia through North Korea, China, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Ukraine, Belarus, Lithuania, Poland, Latvia, Estonia, Finland, and Norway, and the Northeast Passage. Well, here we'd call it the Northwest Passage, but this woman, she's from Norway. There's her picture. And she went on this journey by herself. She's married. Her husband stayed home, I guess, or whatever. But she is an independent citizen journalist. And she got her little credentials and all that allowed her press passes to get through some dodgy and shady places. And to me, they would have been scary. But, well, she just went and had journeys. But believe it or not, this journey was 60,000 kilometers. That's more than twice around the earth, or about. I mean, it took a long time for her to go through this. And she went to like Vladivostok and some other places and went around the Arctic Passage through the Barents Sea and all those other seas. Kara Sea and all of them of the Arctic Ocean on a ship that went all the way from the top of western Russia all the way back to Norway. So that was an incredible, that took weeks. And she met a lot of people, and she wrote about a lot of the history. Now, it isn't just a story of her traveling, but it's also wherever she stopped and met people, and everybody took her in, and there was a lot of nice people. You got to remember that there's a lot of wonderful people in this world. She had a few scary incidences at first that were mostly at border crossings and stuff. But after she got to Norway, then she went back, which is amazing, and started somewhere near North Korea and China, and went through all the border countries around the Soviet, or Russia, called Soviet Union, but this was after the Soviet Union. So this was in 2015 or something like that, or 17. Anyway, she went to Mongolia, to Ulaanbaatar. I'm always butchering names. She went to so many, well, she met people in yurts, she met nomadic people, she rode trains, she took buses. Then when she got there, she went out and looked at all the attractions of the area, some of the old churches, some of the old buildings. She met former and past prime ministers. She met a lot of brave people that helped form their independent and newly found countries that did not exist. And she tells such a great history, too, about how certain countries were the way they were, and then they got took over by groups of people, and then later the Soviet Union, or Russia, said, well, you people have got to go, and those people that were here. So Latvia didn't have a lot of Latvians in it. They were Poles and all that. Then they ran all those people off, and the Latvians came back. And she went to Armenia, or near Armenia, and all those little places down in there that were contested and still are today. But we got this book at the Tucson Public Library, like you can get it at yours. It's a big, little seminal work. It took days and days to read, and I was fascinated every bit of this. It's from Pegasus Books, and she wrote it in Norwegian, but it has been translated, so this is called The Border, and it is such a great work. The one thing that's really, and it's a tearjerker in some places, she met a lot of people that were reluctant to talk about some of their experiences. And I understand a lot more about what's going on in Ukraine and in the eastern parts of Ukraine, and why people want to be Russian again. And people swore that they said that when the Ukrainian people came in that they had swastikas on their uniforms. Now that's what they told her. She never saw any of that, but she met a lot of young people that were soldiers, and the biggest thing too is whenever she went somewhere, they're always wanting to feed her, so people opened up their homes to her, and she just met a lot of wonderful people in her journeys. So it's a very telling book, and it's something that I think everyone should read, just because you will get a real perspective on human nature, how the world is in other places than just your backyard. So I could go on, but this woman went through so much and tells everything, and she's pretty straightforward about it. She asked some questions that they told her don't ask that. Whenever she went through border crossings, they would go through her camera. Well, you can't show that, and they would delete it. Then other times they'd pick her passport up. She didn't know if she'd get it back, and she didn't have to pay a lot of bribes or anything like that. But some of the border crossings asked them, have you got sausages? Because they would confiscate it. But it really wasn't because it was illegal food. It was because the people took it and ate the food. So, I don't know, border crossing guards got a lot of groceries that way. Just the way it is, or was. So, get the book and learn more about a part of the world that very few people have got to see. And on the intimate level that she took it, you'll be mildly surprised. And she's so thorough. And she was an independent citizen journalist, just like moi, the lone journalist here at KRAZ-TV. So with camaraderie and all, thank you for watching KRAZ-TV. And go to our channel, KRAZTV.com, and from there you can go everywhere else. We have many subjects, and a lot of them of stories like this. The Border by Erika Fatland. A journey through and around Russia, through North Korea, China, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Ukraine, Belarus, Lithuania, Poland, Latvia, Estonia, Finland, Norway, and the Northeast Passage. Thanks for watching KRAZ-TV. Goodbye.